Happy Monday, everyone. I just wanted to hop on here and give you the rundown of my day so far. So, I'll open my planner. Okay, this sounds like a silly teacher thing, but the January color of my planner was like this kind of like gross bluish green, and it was just like not an inspiring color, which I know sounds silly, but there's something about looking at that uninspiring color every single day in my planner. And now February it's switching to pink, so yay, I'm excited about that, which I know is silly, but it is what it is. I just wanted to talk to you guys about what we're doing today. So in biology, we're introducing plants. So we're just like starting the plants unit, and then I had some, I actually have the workbook right here. Some questions, very dusty. Some questions in it. So it was just like an intro to plants, and it was just covering like, what is a plant, when did they evolve, when did land plants evolve, why did they evolve, that kind of stuff. Like pretty simple, basic. Honestly, I've had a ton of absences today. Like my 5th period had 5 kids missing, so I'm glad we didn't go too in depth. So they just answered questions like this. Honestly, I was feeling a little uninspired, and I'm glad I wasn't feeling inspired because there were so few kids here today. I want tomorrow to like have all my kids plant a plant. I'm excited about that. We'll see. Hopefully there's more kids, fingers crossed. And I want to give like each of them like a little Dixie cup and plant their plants in there and see how it goes. So if you guys have any advice about growing plants with your students, drop them down below because I'm a little nervous. Then with environmental science, we covered animals and agriculture today with some quick notes. And we did doodle notes. And so I've never done, let me rephrase. I took regular animals and ag notes with them, and then they're taking a quiz on Wednesday. So I want them to do kind of like an independent quiz review, and it went all right. I'm not super stoked how it turned out. Basically, in the chapter we're on, there was 3 sections. And so I wanted them to put the section name in the middle of a spider graph and then draw a blurb off of the name. And there was like 4 blurbs per section, and that was just like the takeaway points. So 4 takeaway points per section. And I want them to just draw a picture to represent that blurb. And this is one of my students' examples. So they wrote the name, and then they drew 4 pictures, like a quick little words on how to describe it. And then they did that for each section. I think it would have turned out better if I did it with the students, but I was trying to get them to do it on their own. So I think it will be successful, like a successful way to get it in my students' head, but I think I need to do it with them. Then that was kind of all they did. It pretty much took the whole time, so that was easy peasy. I'm wearing that same like white knit sweater from Aerie. It's like 30 degrees in Florida today. My turquoise necklace from the Rock Shop in St. Pete, genuine turquoise. My navy slim pants and brown leather riding boots, and it's been super comfy. Love it. But that's kind of it for the day. But yeah, that's kind of all that's been going on. It's kind of been a weird day. Like I've had a lot of kids absent, and then there was a fight. I'm just like, what is today? It's just bizarre. But that's all for now. I just wanted to hop on here and tell you guys what we're doing, and I will see you guys after the school day is over. Bye, y'all. Hey guys, the day is officially over. Yay. 7th period was good. We just finished out doing the same stuff we were doing earlier with like taking regular notes about animals and agriculture and then doing like the doodle notes. 7th period definitely did the best with the doodle notes, but I do still think that next time I try and do doodle notes that I will be doing like doodle notes and the students copy it, or kind of something more interactive and not just letting them doing it independently. But I'm stoked because today is a teacher accomplishment. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always the worst about like if a student misses a day or a quiz or a test. I'm the worst about being able to be like, oh hey, you missed that quiz, you need to retake it today. So you definitely can't see it, but on my board, I just put like a list. Every single class I listed who had missed what, like quiz or test, and they were all from last week. And I got them all squared away today, except for 3 kids. 1 kid's in school suspension, so that's not gonna work right now. And the others are just absent and have not come back. Rumor is one of them like dropped out of school, so I don't know. That is a to be determined. And the other one has just been sick, so we shall see. But I'm really happy because they are the only 2 left altogether, or 3. But now I'm looking out my window, and you gotta see this. So, dang, I can't flip the camera around. Can you see that vehicle? Some kid tried to drive a Mustang or like a little sports car down our dirt road. Oh, Christ. Well, basically, I'm looking at my window and I'm just noting this chaos. So we have like a little dirt road that goes around our campus, and it's like for the golf carts or like a 2-track in case construction workers need to get through. And someone tried to drive their sports car down it. Not the best idea I've ever seen. There's like pretty big bumps in it, and they're stuck. Like I can hear their engine revving, but it's not going anywhere. So we shall see what happens with that. I honestly don't really know what the solution is to that one. I might go out there and see if they have an adult. I'll be back. Hi, you guys. Happy Tuesday. I just want to say I'm sorry. I know I missed my writing on the board this morning. I was honestly writing on the board like as the kids came into class this morning, which it is what it is. But I will show you guys why. So in biology, we're getting ready to start our plant unit. And I have mixed feelings about whether plant unit should have come before cellular respiration and photosynthesis or flip-flopped, but you know what? My mentor teacher said, let's do it this way, so we'll see. I'm not too stressed about it. But the plant unit was my least favorite when I was in high school. I don't know what to say about that. So I was like, how can I make this fun? So what I did is I decided we'd go ahead and plant our own plants. And so I went and like Googled easy plants to grow in the classroom. They said marigolds, they said sunflowers, and then I wanted to pick up one other packet, so I picked up peppers. We'll see how risky that was. But I wanted to get like a planter for all the marigolds so I have, how do I want to say this? I have biology first period, biology fifth period. So I wanted to get 2 bins, a bin for peppers and a bin for marigolds for first, and then a bin for peppers and a bin for marigold for fifth. So I went to Walmart, and I honestly got these like plastic bins. I'm definitely gonna have to add some more soil to this, I know. And these plastic bins are only 97 cents each. So I bought 4 bins, so just $4, which was awesome. The planters that look like this size were like $6 a piece. Definitely didn't want to do that. Then I just made little signs that said like what hour it was, what type of plant it was, and just like general information like germination, harvest time, stuff like that. So the kids took plant notes. They did a plant worksheet, and once they were done with all of that, they got to choose between peppers and marigold seeds, and then they got to go to the appropriate bin and plant their plant. So I have them all, let me see if you can see this, all lined up in front of the window, getting sunlight. I did buy some like plant food to like try and help the plants, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. And then I planted the sunflowers for myself, because sometimes as a teacher, you just got to do something for yourself. I got myself a big blue bin and put the sunflower seeds in here. So we shall see how it all goes. Fingers crossed for us. But if you have any tips or tricks on these plants, I would love to hear them. Comment them down below, and we will see. But that was all we did in biology. It was good. And then environmental science, they're taking a quiz tomorrow because tomorrow is a half day. So we did quick notes on GMOs, genetically modified organisms, if you're not a science teacher. And then what we did was sorry guys, I get like the worst teacher brain. And then what we did was, oh my goodness, what did we do? We took GMO notes. Okay, and then we did a review game. So I normally for review games, I do Quizlet Live, Kahoot, stuff like that. So what I did this time is I found this on the Teachergram. I don't remember what teacher it was from. If I can, I will link her in the description below. But she put a 1 through 100 like numbers. She put a box that had the numbers 1 through 100 on the board, a dry erase board, projected it up there. And then the students get a worksheet. I put 35 questions on the worksheet, and they were just like all different types of questions that would be on the quiz tomorrow. And then the kids would like answer a few, come up to me, and I would say yes or no to whether they were right or wrong. And then they would go initial a number. It could be any number they wanted. And so the trick was, once every single number on the 1 through 100 was filled up, then we would count up the initials, and whoever had the most initials would win. And that actually has gone over super well. I had to explain it a few times, and if that was very confusing to you, you're not alone. My kids struggled with it too, but that's what we did. It worked out awesome. Their quiz is tomorrow because tomorrow we have a half day. But I just want to show you guys like our planting setup and ask for advice if you guys have it. And that review game with the kids, like projecting 1 through 100 on the board, such a simple but such an effective review game. My kids have loved it. Now I need to get on with planting because I have so much to do. I'm also going to plant the rest of the marigold and pepper seeds in these planters just in case. But I will see you guys during my after school. I'll see you guys after school. Okay, I'll see you all later. Bye. Okay, guys, it is Tuesday after school. Today was just like not my vlogging day, if we're gonna be honest. Like, clearly my hair is crazy. I didn't even film my board this morning, and then I didn't see you guys until, yikes, I'm like just trying to make this work, and I didn't see you guys until my planning period. But during my planning period, I got what did I make? I made a escape room for my biology kids. my environmental science kids. I had done a biology escape room with my bio kids. I had bought off Teachers Pay Teachers for $5, and it was awesome. Like, I honestly had no idea how to make one. So like buying the template for $5 and having the kids do the activity was like doubly worth it, because then I learned how to make my own. So I made an escape room for my environmental science kids. Hopefully they'll do it on Thursday. Fingers crossed that it works. And nothing really exciting happened today. It was kind of cold in Florida. So one of my kids had a one of those like hand heaters you hold on. And the same kid that made the concoction last week with staples and sawdust and hand sanitizer and pretended to eat it, he took the hand warmer and like cut it open and started like pouring it all over the desk. So I just did what I always do. I'm just like, oh, no, don't worry about that. And like cleaned it up and just super low key. I mean, this is a student where like I'm sorry, I'm like vlogging in my car right now, so everyone's like driving by and I'm like, super low key, and like if you get him in trouble, he just like rebels worse. So I just try and keep it low key. But that's kind of all. See you guys tomorrow, hopefully for a more successful day. I have to go drop my vehicle off to get its oil changed in the morning. So the car dealership is like literally a third of a mile away from the school. So I just dropped my vehicle off in the morning, walk to school, and then we're good to go. But I'm gonna have to get my rear end gear a little early this morning to make sure I get it done. But I will see you guys then. But until then, that's all. So goodbye. Hello, you guys. It is Wednesday. It is a half day, which means I only have 33 minutes for this planning period. Holy cow, I know. All classes have just been 33 minutes, which has been crazy. My kids get crazy on half days. So because the majority of my classes are freshmen in environmental science, I gave them a quiz today, and that was perfect. It took them all pretty much 20 minutes, and then I did some notes to help them review. I'm gonna try an escape room with them tomorrow. I'm currently laminating those things, or like the question cards right now. And then, so that was perfect. Bio, they took plant notes and then answered 4 multiple choice questions that were questions that like the state exam would ask like, and they nailed it. So I'm super stoked about that. We're going to do a plant dissection with them Friday, so I need to figure out what we're going to do tomorrow. And then that's kind of it. Nothing really to report. I need to call the car dealership. I don't want to. I don't want them to be mad because I technically like didn't show up to my appointment, and when would I have had a chance to call them? School starts at 8. The dealership I think opens at 8 or 9. So it's not like I could call them up until right now. And so of course I'm vlogging instead of calling first, but I'm going to go ahead and call after my 7th period comes in and we take our quiz and just get that all squared away. Me and the 2 other teachers in my building who are phenomenal. I love them. They're great like resources for me. They're both kind of like veteran teachers, so they know all the stuff. We go to get Mexican for lunch because we're allowed to eat lunch off campus, and then we have to be back at 1:30 for a staff meeting that's 2 hours long, which is not my fave, but that's okay. I'm really excited though because maintenance stepped into my room, and see that cabinet right there? It was so bizarre. One morning after like a long rain, the kids were pulling textbooks out of it and they were wet. but like only the back of the books were wet. And I've been getting sick from mold a lot since I started in this room. And so maintenance is gonna come and like pull that cabinet out and see if there's anything going on there, but we shall see. That's kind of it, to be honest. No update on the kiddos' plants. Okay, it is the end of the day. Hey, we're done with our professional development meeting. I don't really know if you could call it that, but we're done with our school meeting. Right after school, we are allowed to leave campus and get lunch. So I went and dropped my truck off at the Chevy dealership, and they said they would get it to me after school sometime. They're like, we'll call you when it's done. I'm like, oh, great. So I'm hoping I'm not here for too long. That being said, it'll force me to get some work done. On top of that, the meeting was really good. It was like that first hour was all about school safety and like exact order of operations, and we're gonna have a follow-up meeting about it. And I honestly really liked that because I am a first-year teacher at this school, that I really want to make sure like I know exactly what to do. Like, do we lock down our classroom first and then call 911? When do we call the code red? Who calls the code red? Stuff like that. So I thought that meeting was super helpful, especially for someone who's new to this type of stuff. Then that was kind of all we did at the meeting, which was great. Loved it. Hello, the day is over. So let me tell you about the end of our day, because it was great. Trying to get comfy. So on early release days, we're allowed to leave campus and go get lunch. So me and the teachers in my building, we go to like a local Mexican restaurant. We always go there, and it's just good. It's like, it's a good like teacher mental health lunch, you know? And so we actually went and dropped my vehicle off at the car dealership to get the oil changed. So fingers crossed it's done when I would like it to be done. They're like, oh, we'll give you a call when it's done. So I'm like, oh, hopefully that's soonish. But luckily I can just walk to the dealership. It's just like 3 blocks down the road. Then we came back and we had a meeting. It was actually pretty short. Well, shorter than scheduled, which is always a bonus. But the first part of it dealt all with like school safety and like shooters and drills and stuff like that. And I thought it was phenomenal as a first-year teacher in this classroom. It was super, super helpful for me to like hear the lingo, hear the exact order of operations, and just like all that stuff. So I was super stoked about that. And I'm just really excited. I also found out, actually, I'll tell you guys about something later once it's dealt with. But that's kind of it. I just printed out the kids' test for Friday. My environmental science kids are taking a test, and the escape room is all set up like for as much as it can be set up. And then what do I have? Confirmed biology stuff. We're just doing a quick plants unit just because we just did photosynthesis and we're about to get into mitosis and meiosis. So I really want to make sure they're like tuned in and like ready to rumble. So that's that. We just did a week of, I don't know if that made a lot of sense, but we basically are doing a week-long plant unit to kind of give our kids a break between 2 hardcore EOC topics, which is the name of their state test. But that's the happenings there. The kids asked me if the plants that they planted, when they would grow. They're like, oh, none of our plants sprouted last night. I'm like, well, we planted them yesterday, and today's a half day, so you didn't even give it 24 hours. So my fingers are still crossed that this goes okay. That's kind of that. I will see you guys tomorrow. I might check in before I leave, but if I don't be mad. Also, if y'all, just quick random thought, if y'all ever have like a different type of video that you want to see, comment down below. Like, I'd be more than happy to like talk about why I chose teaching, how I do my like weekly planning, anything like that. But if not, I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Hello, you guys. It is Thursday after school. I know I didn't hop on here during my planning period, which I normally do, but I have exciting news. My mother and I are going on a vacation in March for a like 5-day trip to Grand Cayman, which is in the Caribbean, and I'm so flippin' excited. Like, my mom and I, we've done this will be our second solo vacation together. Once we drove cross country for our job, but this is like the first true vacation together, so I'm really excited. So I spent some of my planning period like catching up on school stuff and talking to her about how excited we are and like buying tickets. But besides that, today went pretty good. Bio did notes about plants, and then we just created a little foldable to help like organize our thoughts on plants. Honestly, like their state test doesn't go over it too much, so we're kind of just saying peace out to plants after this week's over and moving on. Then I had them, yeah, that's it. They created a foldable. Foldable is fine. I was like trying to give them directions on how to make the foldable. Next time I need to have like lines that they cut on because it was a struggle to say the least. Then environmental science did an escape room over all their materials, and I'm really excited about that. Their test is tomorrow, so we will know for sure if the escape room helped them review. If not, we'll probably have to do escape rooms for other things and then pick a different type of review activity. But they really loved it. A lot of my kids were like, oh my God, Miss Healy, when can we do this again? Can we do this every day? So I just thought that was really special, and I'm excited. That's kind of it. Kids' behavior has been so-so. We're at like the weird point of the year where like we're all settled in, we're all used to each other, so like the behavior problems sometimes kind of come shining back out. Blessed. And that's kind of it. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, my outfit. I'm sure you guys want to see. So I'm wearing my earrings from Banana Republic. I got these like years ago, so I don't know if you'll be able to find them. My faux denim shirt from Target. I'm telling you guys, this thing's 10 out of 10. My black Sloan pants, and then my maroon Vans. But I want to tell you a story because today I got a text from my boyfriend. He's visiting his mother for 24 hours. And it was a picture of a rug. And he's like, hey, do you want this? And something like his foot was in the picture. Something made me like actually like click on the photo and like zoom in. And his shoe, it was my shoe, my blue Vans that I really like. And I was like, why is Del wearing my blue Vans? I mean, our shoe sizes are like 4 or 5 different. And so I zoom in and like, sure enough, it is definitely my shoe. And I call him, I'm like, excuse me, why are you wearing my shoe? Because he loves to like put the back of the tennis shoe down and like step his foot on it and like walk in it almost like they're slippers. And he's like, what are you talking about? I just bought these. Bless that boy's heart. He bought the same exact shoes that I have, which I don't care. I'm like, ooh, twinning. And of course he's like, I need to return them. But I thought that was kind of funny. And that's kind of it. No plant updates, unfortunately, but I'm going to peace out of here. I need to go pick up some flowers. Me and my mentor teacher are doing a plant dissection with the bio kids tomorrow, so that should be fun. I need to pick them up. And then our W-2s are finally ready, which is awesome, so I can finally file for my tax return. Perfect, right before vacation. Am I right or what? And that's kind of it, but it is now officially like after 4, so I better go. But I just wanted to hop on here and say hello. I'm sorry I didn't see you a lot today. I miss you, but I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, y'all. It is my planning period on a Friday, and I'm just like loving life today. I don't know why, but like I'm just like good vibes. So my first period is biology. In biology, we did a flower dissection, but let me tell you, my mentor teacher, hold on, let me get comfy for this little story time. So my mentor teacher, she had placed an order at the local florist shop for all the flowers we needed for the dissection today, which was like 100 something. And I went and picked them up after school, and like it was like a crazy parking lot, and it was kind of like a whole to-do to get them. I mean, and they were so sweet. They're like, oh, we are donating these flowers to the school. And I'm like, oh, so they didn't even charge us. So I was like, I gotta take extra good care of them. I went home and I like set them up in my kitchen, got them a bunch of fresh water, like to make sure they're perfect for tomorrow. And this morning, I don't want to say I woke up late, but I was not moving my quickest. And so I kind of ran out the door in like a hurry and drove all the way to school, which is 30+ minute car ride. Started pulling into the parking lot, and then it hit me. I left the flowers on my countertop, and I'm like, beep, 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 beep. Oh my God, what have I done? So I drove over to Walmart, like hoping and praying they had those flowers because Valentine's Day is close. They did, thankfully. So I grabbed my flowers and zipped back to the school. So that was that. But anyways, the kids did their dissection. It was the first time they've gotten to do anything fun. And normally I would have just pushed the activity back to Monday and not went and bought more flowers. But honestly, my bio kids, like, they haven't gotten to do a lot of fun things just because of some behavior issues. And so since I had promised them this activity, I was like, we have to do this. So that's why I went and spent the money that I did. I mean, it was $20, so what are you gonna do? They did the dissection and went off without a hitch. My 5th period, it was like better than my 1st period. I was like, game changer. Loved it. Didn't like it, loved it. Environmental science kids, they're taking a test today, which has gone okay. I mean, it is what it is. They take a test, and usually they've been done with like 10 minutes to spare, so we'll do the passing grade. So I pick up all their pencils and give them each a colorful pen. They grade it and give it back, and I say if they lie on their grading, that I'm gonna mark them down like twice the amount of points. And so that kept them really honest, to be honest, in all honesty. But that's kind of what's going on. I need to scoot up to the office to pick up my W-2 because they're ready. Tax return, here I come. And that's kind of that. It's just been a really good day, to be honest. I'm entering a bunch of grades and getting caught up, so quite a bit of work to do. But I will see you guys after school is over. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much for watching. Like, I really appreciate y'all sticking through these vlogs. Yes, that is all. Oh, outfit of the day, my hoop earrings. I got these from Amazon. They're okay. I did my double braided hair, just giving my hair another break from the heat tools. I have this old, like, super lightweight flannel, so dang soft, from American Eagle, jeans, and my brown leather boots. Super awesome. Normally I'd wear my white tennies with this outfit, but they're still dirty from going to a dog park. But I will see you guys after school. Goodbye. Exciting. It's 3:35. 3:30 is normally the time that I can leave, but I'm sitting here grading test. Honestly, I let my grade bin get out of control this week. And this weekend, just because like I am a first-year teacher and it's Super Bowl Sunday, I know I'm not going to do all my next week planning and do all this grading / interning. Normally my boyfriend is pretty busy with work Friday night, so I'm trying to knock this out right now. But I'll hop back on here when I'm done. Hopefully I get to leave soon. See you guys in a little bit.